Perimeter with blocks. Perimeter is the distance around an object. There is more than one way to find the perimeter of an object. You can either do it by measuring the sides and adding them together, or if you have a shape that is made out of tiles or blocks, you can simply count the line segments around the outside of that shape. So let's start with this shape. Okay, on this square, we see that if we start at this corner and we take a trip all the way around the shape, we can count the line segments to find the perimeter of this shape. So let's start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the perimeter of this shape is 12 units. Since we were not told what each block represents, we're just going to use 12 units. Let's look at the next shape. Okay, for this shape, once again, we are going to count the line segments all the way around the shape. So, pick a starting point, and then you're going to go all the way around until you get back to that starting point. Count each line segment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the perimeter of this shape is 8 units. Remember, since we are doing measurement, we always need to have a unit of measure at the end. And again, since we are not told whether this square represents miles or feet or yards or inches or centimeters, we're just using units. I also strongly, very strongly recommend that you put some kind of line or tick mark or something on each line segment as you count it. So if you come up with the incorrect answer, you can go back and see what you left off or if you just miscounted. Or if you lose your spot, you know where you've already counted. Moving on to the next shape. I'm going to pick this point and I'm going to go around this shape. So remember, we're not counting how many squares are inside the shape. We are counting how many sides, how many line segments, and each time there's a line going down that ends that line segment. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, we have 12 units. Now, remember, we're not counting blocks, we're counting lines. If you'll see here, We only have one block, but we counted 1, 2, 3 of its sides, because that is the distance it took to go around that block. So you have to count every single side that you touch. All right, once again, stop. Remember that perimeter is a measurement. Measurements must always have a unit of measure. If you do not put a unit of measure and you tell me that the perimeter around a shape is 5, I don't know if you mean 5 centimeters, 5 miles, 5 yards, 5 feet. You have to have a unit of measure. Again, if there's no unit of measure listed on the shape, then the answer is 5 units or 2 units, however many you count, and then you put the word units behind it. Try these. Use your finger or your pencil and touch each side as you count it. You cannot write on the screen, obviously, so you can either redraw these in your notebook or touch the screen and touch each line segment as you count. If you redraw it in your notebook, make sure you put a tick mark or a line or some kind of indicator on each line segment as you count it so you know it has been counted for. Good luck.